Well, good morning. It's Saturday. It's May 16th. I'm John Hiley of Pastor Grace Lutheran Church in Fairmont, Minnesota. I'm here with you today. My goal is to give a word of encouragement just about every day. We're living really in a brand new day, brand new challenges, brand new opportunities. And today, the word that I want to share with you is coming from Paul, and it's his second letter to the Thessalonians. He wrote this letter to a group of people in a city called Thessalonica, and he was so encouraged by the reports that he had heard about them as a church. He wasn't with them when he wrote this letter. He wrote this letter to encourage them along the way, to help them remember who they were. And at the end of these letters that he wrote to them, there's a blessing that he gave. And I want to encourage you to take this blessing as a blessing for yourself today. And I think this is a blessing for our whole world today. Paul says, "Now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times, in all ways. The Lord be with all of you." So what does it mean for us to have peace? Jesus spoke of giving a peace that the world could not give. A peace in our minds, a peace in our hearts, a peace in our spirits, a peace that trusts that in all circumstances God is in control. And I think about this promise that there is a peace that we as Jesus' people have, this promise that we get to share. It's part of the good news, part of the gospel that we get to give. But there's also a struggle today to understand this peace, to believe in this peace. See, one of the things that I'm keenly aware of in this moment with COVID-19 being so real is that there's a lot of unrest. There's a lot of uncertainty. And so what does it mean for us to say as Jesus' people, the uncertainty's here, the concern and the worry and the fear are here, but we have peace. Peace knowing who we are as God's beloved. Peace knowing who we are as part of the church. So I'll read from the same verse from the Living Translation here. May the Lord of peace himself give you his peace, no matter what happens. The Lord be with you all. Let that peace of Christ be with you today. Let that peace that doesn't come from here in our hearts or in our minds, in our own being, let that peace that comes from God come to us today. Trust that God is with us even though the circumstances are challenging. Trust that God is with us even when our faith is challenged, even when our doubts are real. Trust that God is with us, and let that peace rest in you today. So may the peace of Christ be with you. Keep praying today for people around the world whose lives have been flipped over in recent days by COVID-19, by job losses. Pray for wisdom for yourself, for leaders locally, in our state, in our nation, in our world. And pray for peace. Peace in yourself, peace with your neighbors, the peace that we as Jesus' people get to share. Many blessings. See you soon.